Are you standing out or simply just going about your business as an ordinary person? Are you actually making an effort to be different? Don't get me wrong, different is not always good, right? When something is working and a formula has been established, if a particular methodology has been used for years and years and is working, obviously you need to find a way to pivot so that you take it to the next level. But you don't necessarily have to change and make it super different because the formula is working. But in other circumstances, yours is to actually stand out. Yours is to see what unique qualities, going back to the previous point, what unique qualities will actually make you pivot, will actually take you to that particular next level. In society, a lot of us find it very difficult to become different. A lot of us find it very and uniquely different to become unique. We find it very and uniquely difficult, to become unique. Ganti, we need to realize, guys, if we're all meant to be the same, then why did you compete with millions of sperm to become the one that gets born? You knew how to compete and be different before you could even make sense of it, when it was just the biological aspect of that transition from sperm to being born 9 months later. You went through that journey. You traveled and transcended from a being that can't comprehend or understand certain things to become born, grow, and then carve out your own path. We need to take the road less taken. I remember growing up, I had a challenge with standing out, right? Now it's not a challenge anymore, but growing up, I always wanted to fit in. I always had friends that I wanted to be surrounded by. I always had situations that I wanted to be in control of. Sometimes that serves as a major detriment, because unfortunately, being the same as everybody else won't benefit you, because in a world that is progressive, it's the crazy ones that actually change the world. And to be considered crazy, you first have to be considered different. To be considered crazy, you first have to not care what people say. Obviously, if you're doing the right things in life, there actually is no reason for you to care what people say, because you are doing the right things, right? But if you are doing the wrong things, then caring about what people say will actually benefit you, because it will direct you and take you into a positive direction. Standing out is a key tool to success. Standing out is a key tool to you reaching your goals. Standing out means doing the most uncomfortable things in life. Standing out means challenging the norm. Standing out means knowing your story. Standing out means equipping yourself, empowering yourself, enabling yourself to be better. If I had continued to want to fit in, if I had continued to want to be surrounded by friends, no matter whether they are good for me or not, no matter whether the future that is going to come from the results of having them around me and surrounding myself with that type of energy, then I wouldn't be where I am today. A lot of people that open businesses, they open them because they want to be different. Yes, we are currently in a generation where business is the in thing, right? It's far easier to open a business. It's far easier from an administrative point of view anyway. It's far easier to say I'm an entrepreneur, but it's much harder to live the entrepreneurial life. It's much harder to see all the dips and rises in your particular business. It's much harder to stick it out when those dips go far deeper than you expect them to. Our key thing is for us to continue to want to stand out. When you look at the greats, they stood out, and that's what made them great. Steve Jobs stood out, and that's what made him great. DJ Smooth, he stood out, and that's what made him great. Regardless of those different qualities and personality traits and character traits that these great people have, standing out means using your ability to become tenacious, using your ability to remain disciplined, continuing to be consistent. I mean, waking up at 4 a.m. every morning isn't child's play. It isn't an easy thing, but it's a lot beneficial than just being the same person and doing what everybody else does. So my challenge for you today is choose to stand out. It starts with you. Cheers, guys.